Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a spoiler-filled review of Teacup, focusing on episode 5 and 6. A lot went down in these two episodes, so let's break it down and get into the details. First, we finally get a backstory for Travis, which gives more context to the series' alien invasion narrative. We see how he meets McNabb, who's quickly become a key figure in explaining what's really going on with these visitors. McNabb talks about the invisible traps the visitor have set and likened into a bug light, something that lures you in before it zaps you. This metaphor is important because it mirrors the actual physical bug light tree that Ruben is fascinated on. It's eerie to think that the harmless looking tree could be a lethal trap. When Travis drops McNabb off, he spots a sign that reads, "We are not in control," which serves as a chilling reminder that humans are no longer in charge. The aliens, or visitors, as McNabb refers to them, have taken over people's bodies, disguising themselves as regular humans. What's more disturbing is how McNabb explains that there are both good and bad visitors. The bad ones hunt the good, and we start to see how this power struggle plays out in the episodes. McNabb reveals that his own daughter was inhabited by one of the good visitors after she went into the woods, much like Arlo, who has clearly changed since his encounter. The conversation between Travis and McNabb is intense and haunting. You can feel the weight of McNabb's words as he described the transformation of his daughter. It's a moment that really sets the tone of how sinister these visitors are. Then McNabb leaves Travis behind, warning him about a trap set by one of the bad visitors, which was a little bit funny because you would think that McNabb would tell him hurry up and get in the car, but Travis stand there and he was so nervous and so scared. McNabb said, "Forget this, it is too late," and he left. The scene escalates quickly as Travis is briefly inhabited by an alien which controls Lieutenant Austin. This introduced a whole new level of danger. Humans aren't just under threat of physical harm, but they can be overtaken mentally as well. Meanwhile, James saved Ruben from the light tree in a tense scene, but Ruben snaps when James suggested that they can go home. And when James had stated that, Ruben said, "I don't have a home to go to." There's clearly more to Ruben's anger than just fear. I kind of knew that Ruben was going to snap any day now, especially when he had found out that James was sleeping with Ruben's wife. His frustration and betrayal simmer beneath the surface. This takes us into episode 6, where Ruben confronts his wife about her affair. He doesn't even have to say much. His face says it all. He's absolutely furious. I would be too if I was him. The tension between them is not good, and it feels like Ruben is ready to explode at any moment. Arlo, still under the influence of the visitors, confides in Maggie about his mission. He has to find a machine that will trigger the next phase of the invasion, but he has to stay quiet because the other assassins are hiding, sleeping in people's bodies. The sense of impending doom is closing in fast. The family is starting to realize that Grandma Ellen has been overtaken by a bad visitor. Episode 6 was intense, but one moment that kind of left me shaking my head a little was when Ruben's wife decided to go with him without a weapon. I don't understand why she would go with him without any protection. In a situation when people are disappearing or turning into something otherworldly, it seems like the worst possible idea to be unarmed and vulnerable. To make matters worse, Ruben tells her to stay behind in the dark while he goes off, which is another bad move. She should have gone inside with the others, but now she's left alone, exposed to whatever danger lurks out there. The climax of the episode comes when Nicholas finds McNabb's book, which reveals a horrifying method of how to get the assassin out of you, which is drowning. This discovers adds another layer to the plot, as the characters now have to figure out how to deal with these invaders, especially knowing they're not just hiding in the woods, but also inside their friends and family. The episodes were packed with tension and mystery. If the theory about drowning the aliens to remove them from people holds up, things could take a very dark turn in the next episodes. So who do you think is the assassin?